Well, of course, as you say, with Inside the Ropes, doing a lot of live shows, my favorite part is when I get to meet the wrestlers to see just how much smaller these people are than my incredible body. But uh, when I went to see Shawn Michaels, there was this very awkward moment with this fucking weirdo Mark fan who it seemed like he was trying to provoke Shawn Michaels into a fight. And it's that time when you get to speak to him and you say, your couple of minutes talking to them. And his question to Shawn was, he goes, "So, what's your opinion on the horrible treatment that WWE has done to the legacy of Chris Benoit?"
Oh God.
Exactly. So the question I got for you is, what's your favorite stories of the weird run-ins with the fans at Inside the Ropes?
Weird run-ins. Well, first of all, this was not to do with live shows, but I'll tell you just because it's kind of similar. But like on Saturday night, I was going out to a friend's birthday, and in Glasgow we have like a subway, a tube system, and I got on it, and I'm sitting. It's like 3 stops, and we've stopped at one place, and I'm just sitting. It's like we're not at a stop, we're like on the way, and this guy, I can see it left corner of my eye. He just comes and sits beside me while I have headphones in. He goes, "Are you the fella from Inside the Ropes?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He was like, "Big fan." But he wasn't leaving at that point. We were now having conversation from then on, which was fine. And then he proceeded to just tell me about how he's trying to save his relationship, and he's from London, but he's up in Glasgow trying to like save the relationship with his girlfriend. So he's taking it to a gay club. I don't know how that's going to save it, but he was weird, but he was funny. It
Mm.
shows. I actually remember at Shawn Michaels. I think it was in Belfast. This lovely young guy had come up and he said, "Oh, can I just ask you a question? I've got a gift that I'd like to give Shawn when I go up to the front of the queue. Is it okay to give him?" I said, well, "It should be. What is it you're going to give him?" And he said, "It's a hunting knife." And he pulls out this hunting knife, like it was in a case, and I was like, "Look, I'm 99.9% sure that you mean it in the nice possible way. I can't let you give him a knife, though." I was like, "So I'll give him it, like, and then you can, like, I'll go right now to the front of the queue and show him the gift, and then you can tell him when you get to the front of the queue it's from you." And he was like, "Oh, okay." But I was like, "Can you imagine if he walked up and like stabbed Shawn Michaels and that was on my watch? Like, that would not be great." And then the other one would be we were doing a Paul Heyman show in Glasgow, and someone had done this like painting of Heyman, and like it was going for like £200 because the guy had spent weeks on it and whatever, and somebody had bought it. This guy had bought it, and then Heyman was doing this bit on the tour where he was doing a conspiracy theory about the streak, right? About how, what if Brock Lesnar went into business for himself and blah blah blah. Heyman being Heyman, and Heyman said, what if Brock went into business for himself, and this guy who had bought this painting shouted bullshit. And so Heyman just stopped the show, and he went, "No, that's fine. I've stopped the show. People have paid money to hear you talk. Go." And then the guy would start talking and go, No. They paid to hear me, not you. Sit down, shut the fuck up." And then the guy was escorted out of the building because he heckled. And then we found out later he was the guy that had bought the painting. I'm like,
Oh.
can you imagine spending £200 on a painting and then like whatever it was for VIP, £100 or whatever, £300, and then you decide to heckle the guy that you like?